welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Crystal and I'm a third-year medical student. If you're old, then welcome back. So today I thought I'd do a what's in my white coat. I remember, I think first year I did a what's in my book bag because as a first and second year medical student, you don't really do much clinical work. So even if you do wear your white coat, you usually don't have it jam-packed with anything. So I thought I just got off of my neurology rotation and I have two white coats. So like my neurology one, well, not the neurology white coat, but like the one that I was wearing during neurology is still full of like neurology stuff. So I thought I'd put it on and show you guys what I have in here, because with each rotation that I have, what I have in my white coat kind of like significantly changes. So I thought I'd just show you guys what I carry around for neurology. So let's get started. So obviously I carry around my phone. I'm actually vlogging with my phone, so I can't show you guys my phone. But yeah, so like that's like the most important thing that you can have is your phone on you, because a lot of the ways like you communicate with your team is through text messages or GroupMe. Like whenever you are assigned to a team, you automatically exchange numbers with residents, your fellow colleagues, and even attending. So your phone is like vital. So I guess we could start off with my coat pocket. So, well, right off the bat, I have like so many pens in here. Oh my god. So it's really important to have a lot of pens. I usually even have more than this because people are always going to be like, oh, can I borrow your pen? And then they'll never give it back. So I always remember to give them like the crappier pens. So these two pens are like really like flimsy, so I'll give people those pens, but I won't give this. Another thing for my neurology clerkship that was important to have is a pen light. So I actually didn't use this one, I had a different one, but yeah, this is really important. This is to test, you know, pupillary light responses. So yeah, make sure people aren't on drugs, make sure. There's a lot of different reasons why people's pupils can be either really dilated or constricted or like not matching, but yeah. So pens and a light. What else do I have in here? A reflex hammer. Test for reflexes, obviously. That's important in neurology if someone's either hyperreflexic or not reflexic at all, areflexic. This is like every rotation you carry this in your white coat. So this is called Maxwell's Quick Medical Reference. Our medical school actually gave us this in our like medical bag when we first started med school. And this basically just has like everything in it. On this side, it has like an eye exam and a ruler. Anytime that I need like a quick reference for something, like, oh, I forgot, like what are, like when I first started med school, like I didn't really know like normal lab values. So I would go to like the normal lab values section and be like, oh, okay, so a hemoglobin for like a man should be 13 to like 17 or whatever. So it's a really good like quick reference sheet. It shows you how like labs, how to like different types of notes that you have to write, history, physical, like different types of exams to do, like a must. Okay, I just have a credit card and my ID in here. Not gonna show that, but yeah, have money on you. All right, so that's it for my top pocket. So my left pocket, I have snacks. Can't walk around with like no food in your pocket because God forbid like you have to take like a late lunch or whatever, or if you're on like surgery and you're like about to go in the OR and you don't know when you're gonna get out, you might want to like snack on something real quick before you go in. So it wasn't like on neurology, I pretty much had lunch, like a scheduled lunch every day, so that wasn't that important, but I still like to carry snacks around after I was traumatized from the surgery and like starving. Okay, next, so literally only carried this around during neurology. So this is to test for vibration. So I'd like hit it and then I would put it on someone's nail and then see if they can feel the vibration and how long it takes for them to like no longer feel it. So people with like diabetes and other types of like neuropathies, they have decreased vibration sensation. So it usually starts on their feet, and then you would like go up on like bones to see when they start to feel it. But if they're young, they should usually like feel this for like a really long time. This is to test for hearing. I actually, for most part, people have good hearing and usually don't test it unless they complain about their hearing. But I actually had someone that had, so there's two types of hearing losses. It can either be sensory neural hearing losses or conductive hearing losses. And this actually helps you figure out what type of hearing loss it is by doing a Weber or a Ryan test. So literally only your neurology rotation. Maybe for internal medicine, I might keep this, but only time I had it. All right, what else is in here? Okay. I have some gloves. I have one glove. The other one is probably in here somewhere. But yeah, so sometimes if I walk into a patient room, I usually just grab gloves from like the boxes that are on the patient rooms. But like if they don't have my size, like I like to have a pair in my pocket and then I'll like replenish it. Empty Starburst. Yeah, carry trash in there too. Here's the other glove. Okay. Chapstick. No need to explain that one. Hand sanitizer. There's hand sanitizers like all throughout the hospital. Like there's little things, but sometimes when like I sit down to eat my food, I like to like sanitize my hands right there. So that's why I carry this one around. Or in clinic. Okay, the Starburst to the empty wrapper. Okay. What else? Okay, so this I highly recommend this. So as like a medical student, you're gonna realize you have a whole bunch of papers that you accumulate like every day. So there's always like new patient lists as you go. So when you report in the morning, you're gonna print out a patient list and you're gonna scribble on it all day, and then like after rounds, you're probably gonna print out another list if you have like more new patients that got admitted. So like I obviously throw out all the patient lists, but this is just like an example. Like it's like a clipboard that folds in half so you can put it in your white coat. And it's helpful because I don't like to write like on paper, like just if I were to have this piece of paper and just go like this and try to write like on air or like off my hand, because it's like so scribbly and like I need like something hard to write on, especially when you're like rounding during the day and you're just like kind of like going around the whole hospital. You don't have anywhere to like lay your paper down, so it's like really nice to just like scribble on this. And then it keeps all your papers together as well and like in your white coat pocket, because if I just like stuffed papers in here, they would crumble, and yeah, it's like a nice little neat place to keep all my papers. And then there's like a nursing edition and a medical edition, but they don't really vary much. Honestly, I haven't like used this much. Like I used it more like during my first rotation. I would like to like look at stuff on here, but I can't say I use this much. But if you do need it, or maybe I'll use it second half, there's like a whole bunch of different values and just kind of relevant information. I bought the nursing edition one because it was $5 cheaper than the medical edition one, but honestly the real purpose of it is just like the foldable clipboard. If you don't want to use this to like write notes down, there's actually another book that I also bought. I only used it, I want to say, during clinic of my first rotation, and after a while I got used to like writing notes and stuff, like scribbling down important information, so I stopped using it. But okay, this one doesn't have any patient information on it. So it's like it's called the Perfect H&P, right? And it's like a notebook, and it has you know, everything kind of like written out for you, so you can just follow that as you're like talking to your patient. So like history of present illness, so it'll tell you recent illnesses, medications, travel, sick contacts. It'll give you like jog your memory of things to not forget to ask, or like, oh, don't forget to ask about childhood illnesses, previous hospitalizations, immunizations for past medical history, medications, right? You don't want to just ask what medications they're taking. Don't forget to ask, okay, what's the dose? How often do you take it? Why do you take it? Are you actually like compliant with that medication? Is it herbal? Don't forget herbals and supplements are also like relevant information. So yeah, it's like nice, especially when you're just starting off and you're like kind of, when you first see a patient, you kind of blank on like what to ask. And then in the back, it has like the entire physical exam, so you can like put positives or negatives, and labs, I don't know what's wrong. I think my voice is like so dry, so I keep talking, but, and like, it's like a little neat place to jog everything down. So I think it's really helpful for like the first couple rotations, but after a while you kind of just stop using it, and then you just have all these papers, and I found this to be more helpful. Yeah. All right, do I have anything else in this pocket? No, I do not. Okay, next pocket. Stethoscope. Oopsies, there's 2 things in here. Okay, stethoscope, obviously, like, don't need to explain it. I just always carry it around, even if it's not a rotation where I generally like really listen to heart and lungs often, just because residents, especially like on surgery, psych, and neuro, none of the residents or like attendings ever carried a stethoscope. So they would be like, they expect you to have the stethoscope. So they'd be like, med student, like, you got a stethoscope? Because can you listen to, they're complaining about chest pain, can you like listen to their heart real quick? And I'm like, okay. Or they'll like take your stethoscope because they themselves don't want to carry one. So you're really just carrying one for the residents. Wow, that's everything that was in that pocket. Oh no, I had a hair dye. If you're a girl, you need this, obviously. Okay, so yeah, that's everything that was in my white coat. Not a lot of stuff, honestly. I can say neurology is not a rotation that you need like to stuff your white coat with things, really. I'm gonna try and do a what's in my white coat for my surgery rotation, because honestly my pockets were like out to here full of stuff, and you guys will realize why. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just kind of showing you guys what I carry around every day. Bye, see you next time.